Hey everybody, Kirk here with another Roll and Move movie review. Today I'm going to talk about Goosebumps, the movie based on the young adult horror novel series that came out back in, I think, in the 90s. The movie revolves around a kid named Zach who's moving to this new town, not making a lot of friends, not really fitting in. The only friends he does make are a kid named Champ, this like kind of little nerdy, skinny kid that latches on to him, and the girl who lives next door named Hannah, whose father's kind of overprotective and doesn't want her to be around anybody. Turns out that Hannah's father is R.L. Stine, the creator of Goosebumps, and he has these locked away Goosebumps books at his house. By some accident, the books are broken open, and all the creatures from the books come out and start to wreak havoc on the city. Stein ends up telling them that these weren't just stories I wrote. I created real characters, real life creatures that I trapped inside these books. So the rest of the movie is them hunting down these monsters, trying to survive, trying to trap them back in the books. I never read the Goosebumps books when I was a kid, so I really don't have a frame of reference. I know, I remember the book covers, and I remember seeing the commercials for the TV show, so I know a little bit about them, but I didn't come in as a fan, and I'm sure if you've read the books and you know them, there's probably a lot more in the movie for you, and probably a lot of Easter eggs and things like that. That being said, I was still able to enjoy the movie. I don't think you really need to know that much about the stories. To be completely honest, I don't think R.L. Stine's stories were ever that original. I think he ripped a lot off in the Twilight Zone and classic horror movies. So there's not much original material there. There's a lot of archetypical horror tropes in there. So I think you could enjoy it no matter how much knowledge you have of this source material. The movie itself is a lot of fun. Nice combination of humor and scariness and things like that. Jack Black does a great job as R.L. Stine. It's nice to see him playing an adult, playing the straight man. I think he pulls it off pretty well. Playing that kind of character, that recluse author, very eccentric type of guy. You can see him going over the top with it, but he doesn't. He plays it pretty well. Also, the kid that plays Champ, I can't remember his name, but the nerdy friend of the main character, he did a really good job too. He was a really fun character to watch, and he had the most knowledge in the story of the books, but he was also the most afraid of them, and so it was just really fun to watch his arc and see him conquer those fears. The ending of the movie I wasn't a huge fan of. It wasn't terrible, but I can't tell you really too much about it without giving anything away, but I think if you watch it you understand what I don't like about it. Other than that, I think it's a really good movie. Like I said, it balances the humor and the scariness well. For kids that age that the movie's made for, I think it probably hits that right spot where it's going to scare them, but it's not going to terrify them to the point where they'll never go to sleep again. When I was a kid, there was a movie out called Monster Squad. It was kind of the same, built for the same audience. It was a horror movie for kids, for younger teenagers, and it really just hit the mark there. And I think this movie does that as well. I think that kids that age are going to be able to handle it, but still get the scare out of it and the tension and the excitement out of it that they're supposed to. So that's my thoughts on Goosebumps. Okay, everybody, you got my thoughts on Goosebumps, but I'm a grown man. The movie's not really made for me. So I brought in my daughter. This is Noelle. She's 11 years old. She's the one who took me to see the movie. So let's see what she thinks about it. Noelle, what were your thoughts on Goosebumps?
I liked it. It was good. It was funny.
What was funny about it?
The monsters.
The monsters were funny?
Sort of.
They were more funny than scary?
Both.
Oh, okay. There you go. What else did you like about it?
Everything.
Okay. How was the scariness? Tell me the scariness factor. What did you think? Like, was it
An 8.
An 8 out of 10?
Yes.
So, what is 10 being? Very scary,
10's
or
being like very scary.
okay? So it was pretty scary. Too scary? No, you're able to handle it. Like just the right amount of scariness, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any other thoughts on it?
Nope.
What would you give it out of 4 stars? How many stars would you give it?
4.
4 stars. Well, there you go. 4 stars, folks. All right, that's our thoughts on Goosebumps. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for watching this review. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about Goosebumps. Be sure to stay tuned to Roll and Move reviews coming up. We've got a lot of cool stuff. More board game reviews, more movie reviews. My top 10s of board gaming will be debuting soon. So stay tuned for all that. You don't want to miss any of it. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and that way you'll be able to catch everything. Hope you enjoy, guys. See you soon.